Hello gamers, Pet here. Welcome to review for a game called Orwell. I'm going to share my impression and give you what Orwell really is. I just finished it. It was about 5 hours of good visual novel content. I'm going to start with that actually because I saw some kind of confusions out there because people come into the game while they expect something else, and I'm not sure exactly why they do expect something else. I saw people kind of drawing ideas from Papers, Please, which I'm not really sure why, because I've read Orwell's Steam page and it was nothing like giving me that impression. Maybe because of the setting, people think of Paper Please and they expect Paper Please, but it's not. It's more of a visual novel where you play as a dude, let's call it like that. And the way you play it, it's very linear. It's the same game, I think. I don't really see how exactly they would have placed in different kind of endings or other kind of that. And even what you do, the interactive part is basically just some drag and drop, and that's about it. But there's nothing wrong with that. There were like 5 hours, you know how long it took me to finish the game, and it was really enjoyable, and I really liked what I played. So this is why I'm starting with, on mentioning this, because it's always sad when people go into a game expecting and then getting something else, and then they are like, it's the game's fault because it's not that what I expected, right? So I'm actually going to start like a new game. This is my first game where I finished. This is the second profile that I can set up. Hopefully, I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. But another thing that I need to mention, the game comes in 5 episodes. All of them costs 10 euros, which is a very decent price for this experience. But the first episode is free, so you can take the first episode and you can play it and see if it's something that you will enjoy. That's all that I'm going to mention. So let's create a new profile. You have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create a profile. So let's create a picture. Let's be a woman. No, let's be a black guy. I'm going to be Pet. It's something really annoying that I can't really write Pet with caps lock, because that's how I write it. Next step. No, I do not want. It's optional in case you want to receive. It's not promotional emails. It's just updates about the game itself, and you will receive those in real life. Actually, it's not really. It's kind of a little bit funny because they make it. Okay, let me explain what the game is about. Is this thing Orwell? It's somehow it's not in the future, but it's a little bit in a parallel universe, right? I mean, the nation, I don't really think it's an actual nation like something in real life. I really kind of thought that it's like in a parallel universe with different type of countries, but then I kind of saw, hey, this guy is from Germany, and then okay, so it's not, in a parallel universe. So anyway, you are like a guy that's outside the nation, and you got hired to use Orwell, which is like a very complex software that in a way it spies on people. Let's just put it like that. You have a supervisor, and you with him, you can't really talk to him, but he can talk with you. There is another, like a full idea there on why that is, so you don't really influence stuff. And basically you will see a website with you, you will see various stuff, and then you will put up details into the guy's or a girl's profile that you are going to track down to see if that person is the murderer or something like that, like a terrorist. That's basically the whole idea. And that's how the interactive part is. It will be you reading, kind of getting immersed into the story, then you find some information which is actually highlighted, and then you will drag that information into the profile that you want. So this is how the game starts. It's basically like a security feed that you can see, and then it's Freedom Plaza. This is the date, April 12, 2017, and you can see how the Orwell can actually look at stuff. Yes. Nothing happens. It's peaceful. People are walking around. Look, a guy is running. Why is that guy running? And this guy up in the no records found. Okay, here Ooh, police record found. Police. Okay, it's this girl. And oh, it's beautiful, nice sky. Okay, people are there kissing on the bench. Okay, boom, wait, what the hell happened? People are running, people are like, wait, it was a bomb, look, a woman fall down. This guy is confused as fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm intrigued a little bit, right? Episode 1, the clock were striking 13. The clocks were striking 13? Huh? You're online, good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will both form the first and alliance defense against terrorists. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out Orwell system under real circumstances. Okay, he talks. It's kind of like a little bit of a tutorial early on. This is the interface, this is the weather. Not that it matters. These are your objectives. And what I want to show you is the music, which... it actually works. It's not that piece that I like, but the music is so well set up that it's really making you be in this utopic. I mean, not really utopic, but this. I don't have that world, that V for Vendetta kind of feeling where the government is basically keeping tabs on everybody, and you are part of those, you know, people who are keeping tabs. It has this music. I will go back to the menu and show you the menu music. So anyway, this is the reader. This is the TNB, which is the news, and then you can actually see news, right? Movie shooting completed. Read more. You read more about this stuff, which may or may not be relevant. Well, it's not, because if it's relevant, it will be highlighted, right? So unknown person. Okay. You can read more about it, about other stuff, and you see headlines, you see it's highlighted. There is something that I'm supposed to find there. So if I go and read this article, at this 7:50 p.m. Wednesday evening, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I've read it. I don't know anything about this person. The professor, all the information, okay. It's kind of, as I said, it's kind of like a tutorial, setting you up a little bit. So, I supposed to go to get these data chunks. What I see here is a data chunk, right? So I can drag and drop the profile, and now I'm creating her profile. I will find different type of information while the story unfolds, and then I will get the data into this profile, and then I will get other people who are connected to other profiles, and the story basically unfolds really, really nicely in front of you. And as I said, it's 5 hours of an interesting piece on how the events unfold on you. You will think about who it is, what's happening, who's the person, who's that person. Then later you may not will. Well, you will, but I don't want to spoil you. Find more about it, and when you finally see that person, when you finally find that information about that person, you'll be like, oh, so that's how she looks, or he looks. I've been thinking about her, right? And as I said, it's not randomly generated. It's just a story that's being presented to you through this UI, and you are there just to drag and drop information. So for some people might not enjoy this, but for me, the price wasn't really that expensive. I mean, it's only 10 euros. The first episode is free, so just go and try it out. But for me, it was a really nice ambient. The UI was nice, and as I've said, it got me that feeling with the music. So other stuff will later be unlocked here, and then you will be able to see their conversations, and then you will pull informations from there, and then as you can see more informations here. Okay, now is this woman a terrorist? I'm reading an article about her. The incident occurred during a rampage on the film as part of the demonstration. So I can just update this profile, and now I got more offer, and this dude he's usually coming out to tell you something about that information. He can talk with me, but I can't talk with him. Okay, so basically stuff. Okay, who is an artist by profession? So now I found out that she is also an artist. Related document found. Oh yes. Okay. So I found another document because I found out that she's an artist. I actually found out another document, so I can actually go to her portfolio, so I can drag out this portrait and I can update her portrait basically. Okay, I can. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. So I can pull out this info over there, but Wonderland is not really a location, right? But I can do it, and now this guy will basically appear and be like, really? So you're under the impression that a wonderful woman is living in Wonderland? Somehow I doubt that. Call it intuition. People are hanging where he is. So what if you... So that's the main idea. You need to be careful on what information you pass on. I quit my dull day job to focus on my art career. So okay, so that tells me that she had a boring job, right? And also this is her profile. I can pull up her profile, and now this dude comes. Good, I found a handle, and now I will be able to actually listen to her communications when they are presented to me. Again, it's a visual novel. It's scripted, everything, which is not bad. And it's also and this is how you basically read to all those stuff. A Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private feed, but oh well, I have a hard time keeping it to myself. It's so nice because sometimes there are articles and websites, and you read the comments written on those websites, and they sometimes they give you more information, but most of the time this just text, and you reading that in a way a little bit it makes you feel like a hacker, even that you are not really a hacker. You are just an employee using Orwell to spy on people and find the murderer. It's not really spying. I mean, it is kind of like you have an excuse to do it, and basically that's the idea. So let's actually log out because I want to show you that music from when the game is starting to see what I really mean. This is the one. Am I right? It has like a... Such a good feeling, such a nice vibe. So anyway, this is my video on... I have a black guy there. This is my video on Orwell. I do really recommend you to try this game. Again, don't expect something that's not there. It's a visual novel, 90% visual novel, 10% of you drag and dropping stuff while the story unfolds on you. It will mess to your head. It will not mess to your head. It's not like some kind of deep piece, like what is the meaning of it. Even that it's, in a way, it's kind of putting you in that place, because you know, with this spying on stuff, with corporations leading stuff, with the government basically trying to control the population, which is in a way kind of happening today, right? It is giving you some thinking about that, but the way he's doing it is great. I really do recommend you to try out this game. Again, the first episode is free, so just go and download it and play it. That one is only like 40 minutes. It's only setting up the pace of the whole game, but the rest are a little bit longer. I mean, the whole thing was a little bit more than 5 hours, I think. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this was useful to you. Go out and try the game. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.